Good afternoon, dear students. I'm Bozorova Viloyat. Today's our theme is reading is a discount ticket to everywhere. Active reading is an effective way of optimizing learning. The first is types of reading and stages of teaching them. Reading is a complex activity that consists of two main processes, word recognition and comprehension. The first is the process is distinguishing the written symbols referring to definite language is called word recognition. The second is yet the process of understanding the word meaning and sentence is called comprehension. Comprehending is critical because it needs the student to reform the structure and meaning of ideas uttered by another author. Readers typically apply their background knowledge, vocabulary, grammatical knowledge, experience with text and other strategies to help them comprehend written text. Reading is one of the key skills that a learner must obtain in the process of mastering a foreign language. Reading in a foreign language gives basis to the student for enriching his knowledge and widen his worldview. He gets acquainted with the countries where the target language is spoken. If we speak about the importance of teaching reading, we should note that teaching reading in the English language course should take into account the following set of learning goals. Goals enable students to read a wide range of text in English. The second is develop awareness of the structure of the written English texts. The third is build up the ability of criticizing the content of texts. The fourth is put into practice various types of reading according to the purpose of reading, exposing students to different types of text to build solid knowledge of the language and to facilitate reading in the future. Specialists define different types of reading, but for this purpose they firstly identify aims of reading, why people read, and suggest the following person may read in order to get general and specific information, validate existing knowledge, criticize the writer's ideas or the writing style, and enjoy himself consequently basing on aims. Hamed suggests for the following types of reader. Types of reading: skimming, reading for the gist or the main idea of the text; scanning, reading to find specific information. The third is extensive reading, reading for pleasure and general understanding. The fourth is intensive reading, reading for getting the details. Skimming is used to build student confidence and understanding. That is possible to gain meaning without reading every word in the text. Is used to quickly gather the most important information or gist. Scanning is used often with technical, scientific, or professional materials to locate specific information. Is valuable skill for second language learners. It is used to find a particular piece of information. Scanning activities make predictions and guess. The second is use titles and tables of contents to get an idea of what a passage is about. Activate prior knowledge and spread what they want to learn about the topic. Use titles, pictures, and prior knowledge and anticipate the contents of the text. Use keywords that may have been given to them by the teacher that do not appear in the text that allude to the main idea. Extensive reading is used to obtain a general understanding of a subject and includes reading longer texts for pleasure as well as business books. The purpose of reading are usually related to pleasure, information, and general understanding. Reading is its own reward. Reading materials are well within the linguistic competence of the students in terms of vocabulary and grammar. Reading is individual and silent. Reading speed is usually faster than slower. Teachers orient students to the goals of the program. The teacher is role model of a reader for the students. Extensive reading activities. Interview each other about their reading. Students may set their own goals for the next sessions. A reading log recording number of pages and at what level. A reflection on what they noticed about their own reading, a book report or summary, a retelling of part of the text. Intensive reading is used on shorter texts in order to extract specific information. It includes very close, accurate reading for detail. Reader is intensely involved in looking inside the text. Intensive reading activities identify many ideas and details, making inference, looking at the order of information and how it affects the message, and identifying words that connect one idea to another, identifying words that indicate change from one section to another. Strategy, definition, and approach. Skimming. Selective reading of the most important parts of the text to get a general information about how the text is constructed. Read title, subtitle, first and last paragraphs, first and last sentence of each paragraph. Scanning. Find some specific and particular piece of information that is easily recognized. Run your eyes over the text looking for particular details such as name, place, numbers, locations, dates. Intensive reading. It's a strategy with the help of which the reader extracts specific information. Read closely and accurately for detail. Reading means a particular interpretation of something. Reading is a skill which enables us to get a message, recognizing the written words, getting understanding the meaning, used teach pronunciation, grasping information from texts. Why do we read? Read for pleasure, read for information. Skimming is a more complex task than scanning because it requires the reader to organize and remember some of the information given by the author, not just to locate it. Skimming is a tool in which the author's sequence can be observed, unlike scanning in which some predetermined information is sought after. How to skim? Working quickly. Read the title of the response. Read the introduction of the first paragraph if there is one. Read the first sentence of every other paragraph. Notice any pictures, charts, or graphs. Notice any italicized or bold-faced words or phrases. Read the summary of last paragraph if there is one. Read for which audience the text was written. Read what type of text it is. Read what the purpose of author is and the general content of the text. Scanning. Scanning is a quick reading focusing on locating specific information. Scanning involves quick eye movements, not necessarily linear in fashion, in which the eyes wander until the reader finds the piece of information needed. Scanning is used when a specific piece of information is required, such as a name, date, symbol, formula, or phrase is required. The reader knows what the item looks like and so knows when he has located when he was searching for. It is assumed then that very little information is processed into long-term memory or even for immediate understanding because the objective is simple matching. How to scan. State the specific information you are looking for. Try to anticipate how the answer will appear and what clues you might use to help you locate the answer. For example, if you were looking for a certain date, you would quickly read the paragraph looking only for numbers. Use headings and any other aids that will help you identify which sections might contain the information you are looking for. Selectively read and skip through sections of the passage. A home without a book is a body without soul. Marcus Tullis. It's our new theme. Now, thank you for your attention.